Man, you guys are obsessed. You guys ask me the same questions repeatedly since the beginning. Like, why Puffy ain't taking up for Mase? I mean, you guys have asked me that like 500 times. Yo, Cam just Puff too, man. Why Puff ain't saying nothing? Why? Puff is a billionaire. Puff don't have to come out and address what a bunch of rappers are saying. I'm like, you see him hugging Mase here? What is he really pointing at? That Sean John logo, right? That's what Puff cares about. Puff can care less about Mase battling Cam'Ron, two dudes from Harlem, that he know. Remember, I told you, he chose Mase. It did not choose Cam. He said, I'm signing Mase. Which told you right there, he knew the difference between Cam and Mase from the beginning. If you don't believe me, watch the video at the end of this and then get educated on it. But I've talked about this already. But this is why everybody's like, he's going to go back to Diddy now. I'm finna show you why that's not going to happen.
Stretch, shake. Yeah, and which was 04. Yeah. And I forgot that you guys did an album together again. Yeah. So now, is he still on Bad Boy?
See, people don't understand that that's when the that right there was like, that was the second big check. So everybody was wondering like, yo, what's going on? You know why ain't you letting them do the 50 thing or whatever? We just had some unfinished business. We had some unfinished business after the first one when he decided to become a pastor, because he had decided to become a pastor after he had just got a big check.
Now, when you say unfinished business, does that mean like when a record unit sell and it's supposed to sell a certain amount?
No, when you renegotiate with somebody, usually there's a big advance involved, especially with a multi-platinum artist, like a multi-million-dollar advance. Mm-hmm. So it's like, if it's almost like a good faith loan, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Like here's an advance on the work we're about to put in. You sign for that, and that means you're gonna get on the road, you're gonna promote it.
So it wasn't just one album, it's gonna be a couple albums.
No. Oh yeah, it definitely was for a couple albums. So boom. So he did. When he decided to become a pastor, so then we were like, okay.
But he came back after that.
Yeah, listen, we said that first check that we had put out, we gonna take that L, we gonna give that to the Lord, and God bless us.
Okay.
That's gonna be our tie. So then when he came back on the welcome back, it was, the game started getting a little rough, so everybody had this. It wasn't clicking for everybody right away. So when it wasn't clicking right away, I think he decided, well, let me go back to church. But the problem was he still had that check. He still had that check, which I had no pride to say we need to talk business. And as time went on, I was like, recently I was just like, let me just chalk that one up as an L. I've had to chalk a lot of people don't understand. People just think
so. You took the 2 L's, but then you can't take the 2 L's and he goes someplace else. That can't happen.
Yeah, that's where I was at. But then also when he was starting to come out again, I'm just like, I'm so tired of taking L's. You know what I'm saying? I've learned with this one. You know what I'm saying? Fool me once, fool me twice, whatever. You ain't fooled me 3 times. So I was just like, check this out. You know what I'm saying?
You can get some of this back.
Nah. I was just like, you just got me. This is part of the game. I was just like, something, you got your freedom. You go do what you need to do. Cause I don't want to end up in no trouble. I don't want to have no
problem. So he's not on the label right now?
As of right now, he has his freedom to do whatever he wants to do.
Oh, so and then with no money and no nothing, you can go and sign with whoever you want to sign with.
Yeah. Just wish me luck. I just want him to wish me luck.
Okay.
I just want him, when he's in church, to say a prayer for me that I get some of that paper back. That's all. That's all I ask. Is that too much to ask?
No, it's not. It's not. And these days, no one wants to take a loss. No one wants to take a loss.
I mean,
I think, man, you've come to see me come. I'm very happy. So what happened to Black Rob?
Black Rob.
I threw you off with that, right?
No. You didn't throw me off with that. One of the things that everybody has to understand is like there hasn't been a lot of labels that have had the longevity of Bad Boy. I think Bad Boy gets a lot of heat and gets a bad rap because we've been in the public eye long enough. If you really analyze every label and you look at their artists and you ask where their artists at, 5, 10, 15 years later, there's some casualties that have been had.
But what comes with, what it is so Puff, like
Black Rob went to jail.
We can't put your label in everybody else's category.
No, you can't.
You cannot. You know why? Fam, when that Craig Mack and that Biggie touched down,
yo,
it was so unbelievable, my brother. It's like, I think, and you've only gone upwards since, I think it has a little bit lasting memory because of your artist. And, there's some labels that got an artist that got one record or passes one album. We're talking about artists that had a couple albums and a couple good albums. So, people definitely want to know, So is Black Rob still on Bad Boy?
Yeah, let me please address that, sir.
Yeah.
What I am, I'm a provider of an opportunity. I own a label called Bad Boy. I don't have a secret type of spell to control people's lives. I can't keep Black Rob out of jail. I cannot. That's something that I could not do. You know what I'm saying? I love Black Rob to death.
I don't think people blame you. I don't think people look at you as...
I'm not being defensive.
As reasoning for why he's...
I'm just stating a fact. I'm not... Which I had no pride to say. We need to...
Now, we've heard enough. We've heard enough for y'all to know that Puff ain't trying to re-sign no doggone Mase. And Puff is not finna get in the middle of what's finna happen or the beef or whatever, this marketing thing that's going on with Mase and Cam'Ron, which has dominated the internet way longer than I thought it ever would. Which means, one, it's a slow week. Which it really isn't. I mean, I'm still going over the Jadakiss and Fabulous. Oh, thanks, homie. I see the message now. I'm still going over Jadakiss and Fabulous mixtape. So when I do my review, it'll be genuine. The Uncle Murder album mixtape came out. I had Safari mixtape out. Some tapes dropped this week. You know what I'm saying? And y'all, 2 songs come out and they get all the headlines. They get all the attention. So to me, that's crazy because you guys have already seen this and seen where it's going to go. Like, this is just a good marketing tool. Cam'Ron's going to make, and, everybody thinking, well, what about Dipset? That thing been put on hold now. Cam's like, I'm back, baby. I'm back in my zone. I don't need Dipset now. I can drop the program, too, and get all this money. I might have to drop it earlier. I'm going to have full songs going at Pastor Mase. Talk about how he's a preacher. Oh, man, I'm about to say, man, this finna be off the chain. Mase will drop his mixtape, and then they'll go from there. Everybody, I'm just trying to tween everybody off of it. But definitely be giving you factual information. Oh, somebody, that freestyle I did talking about how Cam cock-blocked Mase from hitting Fox, and that was the situation that really got Jay hot. Jay wasn't afraid of Mase. He was afraid of Mase fan base because at that time, Jay and Mase weren't in the same place. That's what I said in the freestyle. That's what I said in my freestyle. And I said he talked to Dame. and Dame talked to Cam because Cam is Dame Dash send-off man. That's what I was saying. Because you hear about it in the beginning when he was like, he starts the rhyme off on the Oracle saying, Dame told you to do it. Don't you see Dame's karma? Like, don't you see what happened to Dame Dash and Dame told you to do all this? But I'll tell you more in detail about that situation that's never really been put public. So, nobody gonna be able to tell you about that. Cam kind of alluded to the Avion thing too, using the Avion water tag. Because that's who Mase was talking about. And I told everybody in the comment section, because I was like, I didn't mention her name because she's basically a nobody. She was just some girl that used to be chasing behind Jay-Z like some thought. And next thing you know, Mase ended up hitting her, and Jay felt some type of way about that, and they had an ego clash thing. But when Mase sell 3 million records, you know, that's who Jay was talking about on the song on Volume 1. He's taking shots at Mase all through the album. On the song, A Million. Can you really match a triple platinum artist buck for buck with only a single going gold? Who was the triple platinum artist? Mase was. He was a triple platinum artist. First album sold over 3 million records out the gate. And he was like, I got more money than you. And that at that time, that was basically true. He did have more money than Mase. But Mase had the fan base, and Mase had everything at the time that Jay didn't have when Big was gone. It wasn't until Volume 2 that Jay got in his lane and started to come up. But at this time, he was not bigger than Mase. Mase was way bigger than Jay-Z. There's people who didn't even know who Jay-Z was. And this is Volume 1. And he did songs with Big. And nobody knew who Jay was. But we'll get to that whole situation again later. That should be it, man. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification button, and I can hit you up later. 1.